Right Honourable Speaker and honourable colleagues, it is my honour and privilege to share with you this afternoon information relating to the matter of kidnaps that was raised on the floor of this House and referred to me in a letter AB/186/189/1 of 29th January this year. But before I share with you this update, let me take the and Kampala metropolitan area. On 1st February this year, the Deputy Inspector General of Police held another briefing, and he too, in that briefing, was informed of alleged kidnaps. In both cases, that is of the 21st of January and on the 1st of February this year, the Director of Criminal Investigation Department of the police was instructed to carry out investigations on all these allegations. To bring it closer to your attention, in Mukono, there were allegations that persons were kidnapped, and these persons included Mr. Male Musa, Mr. Kamata Muhammad, Mr. Kajimu Musa, and Mr. Kiberu Julius. In Masaka, it was alleged that Luganzi Francis Nalube to make a statement on these matters. Now, as investigations on the alleged kidnaps were going on, the following court orders were received. On the 28th of December 2020, a court order was served on the Attorney General, the Inspector General of Police, and the Chief of the Defense Forces for the release of one Niwabime Daudi. On the 6th of January 2021, a court order was served on the Attorney General, the Inspector General of Police, the Command and Special Investigations Department of the Police for the release of Niwabime Daudi, Lumu Ronald, Kabale Bernard, Mugarura Ronald, and Shafiq. And on the 19th of January 2021, another order was served on the Attorney General, the Inspector General of Police, the Chief of the Defense Forces, the Special Forces Command, the Director ISO, and the Commandant Chief of...
Today, the tone and content of your address sounds more responsible than the press conference, and I want to thank you. I am only frightened that the Minister for Internal Affairs confirms to Parliament that people are missing, and a month later, they don't know where they are, the Minister of Internal Affairs. In the case of Sharif from Chireka, he was kidnapped during broad daylight. It's not that they broke, like in the case of Asman Semakura, one of the senior FDC members, where they went and broke into this house. They drove, parked at the market, went, put him on handcuffs, and drove away. I want to find out from the Minister for Internal Affairs, when Zebra was killed in Kawembe, police said they had seen that vehicle called the drone going to Chevando and going somewhere, and eventually, but that's how far they went. What is the use of these cameras that you have, Honorable J.J. Odong? In Chireka, where we are talking about, there are more than 10 cameras, almost every after a few meters. What is the use of these cameras? Are the kidnappers so powerful that you're even frightened to follow them up. Because like that case of the zebra who was killed, the police said, okay, on our cameras we have seen the drone going this side and going this side. I'll take information with permission from Madam Speaker.
To what Honorable Semujunga has mentioned, in regards to the cameras that we have, I remember it was in November when there were shootings in Kampala. I painfully lost a relative, a young boy of 17 years. He's called Gift in Kawempe. He was shot by the police. I actually raised that issue to your attention. It wasn't answered. And being a citizen of this country, Honorable Semuju talks about the cameras. I think we put those things there as a decoration. They are not working in the interest of the people. The information I want to give you, Honorable Minister, despite the fact that there were violations during the elections, and I can confirm that in the different parts, it may not be necessarily on the NRM side or on the opposition side, but for all Ugandans. I would like to say that there were so many things that happened in this country, many killings that happened, and no one came out to save the name, even to save the name of government.
J.J. Odong for the statement. And right now, Speaker, I have used this title Alhaji deliberately. Right now, Speaker, I think the concern that was raised in Parliament was about the violation of human rights. Unfortunately, the Minister is evading that crucial issue of violation. Right now, Speaker, we were concerned at the manner in which people were being arrested and the manner which is contrary to the Constitution. Because the Constitution is very clear on the mode and manner of arrest. If a security officer comes to arrest you, the first thing they have to do is to identify themselves. Right now, Speaker, this is not happening. Number two, they must inform you in the language in which you understand why you are being arrested and the offense for which you are being arrested. This is not happening. Number three, they must give you an opportunity to inform your lawyer, your relatives, your next of kin. This is not happening. Number four, you should be taken to a gazetted detention facility. This is not happening. Number five, you must not be detained beyond 48 hours. This is not happening. And that's why, right on, Speaker, the public is using the word kidnap. It is a very strong word, and the Minister should be concerned. The reason why people are saying the security is kidnapping Ugandans is because the mode of arrest is completely against the Constitution. Related human rights abuses during the election period. And indeed, we have started on that work. Madam Speaker, up to now, we are getting many Ugandans calling us, telling us that people or men in military uniform came at midnight, came at 9 during the day, and they took the husband, they took the wife, they took the children. Madam Speaker, we cannot say that kidnaps ended during the election period. Up to now, there's some handpick in various parts of this country. And I'm surprised when the Minister says that they have, since November, they have 38 or 40 people that they are now still investigating. November up to now, they're investigating. And the relatives of these people are really suffering.
Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to thank the Minister for the statement, and actually he has given us a lot more information than I was expecting. The Minister is aware of the details of the numbers of people kidnapped or arrested, which means actually there is some work going on. Right, Honorable Speaker, my concern is that when people are missing, the lives of the people are threatened. You and me, we represent our people in this Parliament. And today is happening in one region. It is happening mainly in central Uganda. And it is sending panic in the country. After central Uganda, where next? Which region next? So we are a bit scared as to why, particularly me who come from the north and Dokolo. I'm very scared as to why this kidnapped and arrest is taking place in Buganda. And I'm worried that after Buganda, the next region could actually be the north. And probably starting from Dokolo, and I'm very, very worried about that. So can the minister also, in the process of replying, tell us why is this arrest taking place in Buganda? Because we believe we are united with a country which is united in every way. So we would not like a situation where people think Baganda are different from the rest of the country. You touch a Muganda, you would have touched a Mulango, you would have touched a Muteso, you would have touched a Mukiga. So we would like to find out why is our brothers and sisters in Buganda being attacked, arrested, kidnapped, and the rest of the country is keeping quiet. Right, Honorable Speaker, I feel that the statement of the minister must be holistic. I have heard from the media that the deputy IGP has given instructions to the intelligence agencies to give report and urgently about the missing person. Now, if this minister is the one presiding over the same ministry and your technocrats are asking themselves as to who is responsible for this arrest and where are they?
Honorable Speaker, and I would like to thank colleagues for the supplementary questions they have raised. First of all, let me respond to the very last question, Right Honorable Speaker, which you asked. You indicated concern about the question of guns out there and our ability not to be able to identify them. And yet, according to what you have said, you've heard that there was an attempt to record all the guns in the country. First of all, the exercise on fingerprinting of guns, that's the process of identifying the guns, has been going on. We've been able to do that for all vehicles in police possession. So we now know the police guns, to whom it belongs, and if it commits a crime, we can be able to match the cartridge to a gun, and if it was from the police stores, we will be able to say it was this gun, and we can be able to do the following actions of identifying the individual responsible. We've done that with the UPDF. We have also done that with individuals who have licensed guns.
The Minister of Internal Affairs who is responding to these questions is not a usual person, he's a military man. And he knows what we mean by talking about guns. When these people met him, Right Honorable Speaker, the Fourth Estate, they even showed him, even at his home, you have been watching, Honorable Minister, vehicles having civilians carrying guns to the extent of carrying revolvers. You know what is meant by a revolver, an AK-47, an SMG, and those categories of guns. Now, when we are asking these questions, actually, I was expecting you to give us a detailed answer that you have even arrested those people who have been carrying guns in drones, but putting on civilian attire that have been shown to you by the press. That could give us a better answer other than what you are answering.
Ensonga ya Minister tematiza kubanga bannayuganda bangi okuva twatandika akalulu bakwatiddwa, abamu ne battibwa, abamu ne batwalibwa mu makomera ag'enjawulo, abamu bamaze ebbanga ddene nga tebalaba na kooti z'amateeka, ate ne tulaba n'abamu nga babajje mu kooti eza bulijjo ne babatwala mu kooti ez'amagye. N'ekyo Minisita tumugambye tulipoti tematiza n'omulundi n'ogumu kubanga ffe ng'ate abali kakiiko k'eddembe ly'obuntu abaweereddwa obuvunaanyizibwa okugenda okunoonyereza ku mivuyo gyonna egyalimu okulinyira eddembe ly'obuntu. Tulina abantu bangi abakuba amasimu nti munnange babadde wano ne batwala abaana bange, ne batwala omukyala, ne batwala omwami, bajja ekiro bajja emisana nga bakozesa obulooko bwa drone. Ndo kyetwandyagadde ensonga eno eve mu ddiiro tutegeere, kubanga tumugambye nti okuva mu November mulina abantu abali mu bitongole byammwe abataleeteddwa na mu kkooti. Naye omuntu onoomatiza otya munnayuganda ng'alina omuntu wamunoonyiza tamulaba, ate poliisi bw'ogenda gati ffe tulina buvunaanyizibwa obwo. Ne banna bannaffe ab'amagye bakwata abantu ne batwala ku poliisi bw'ogendayo nti ffe tulina oda okuva waggulu. N'olwekyo ensonga eyo ffe nga bali kakiiko akanoonyiza ku ddembe ly'obuntu tugenda kwongera okulaba nti bannayuganda bonna abalina okulumiza abaabuzibwawo abantu baabwe bonna tubasemberera era batubuulire babuzibwabuzaawo batya. Tugenda na kuyita enkiiko ez'abantu bonna abatulugunyiziddwa.
Ekisooka Minister Internal Affairs byalizomusi bimatidde tatulaze bantu bebabudakitinze. Omanyi ekintu kyebakola ekikyamu kuyita abantu missing persons ate nga babakwata. Ekyokubiri, emmotoka ezikwata abantu ezibabuza abamawulire muzibalaze zonna drone n'emmundu. Naye tayinza kujja n'agamba nti annyonnyola ebintu ebitalaga bituufu, atubuulire baani be bakutte abakwata abantu. Ekyokubiri, bw'oba ozze okunnyonnyola palamenti ogibuulira nti ono noono tumulina mu kukomera gundi oba ali mu kkooti gundi omusango gutambula bwe guti, naye byonna talina abikomeza mu kkubo. Ekisembayo wetwogerera wano n'ababaka ba palamenti balina abajasi babakuuma aba military, tekikkirizibwa mu mateeka. Civilian takuumwa amagye.
Ripooti ya minisita yeeyongedde kuleeta bweraliikirivu mu bannayuganda. Omunnayuganda yenna abadde ayagala okumanya abantu omuntu we oba abantu baabaabola oba abaakwatibwa essuubi liweddewo. Kati minisita w'eggwanga bw'abanga tamanyi bantu bakwatiddwa we bali, omuntu wa bulijjo abeera eri ebujjiri ewaffe akola atya? Tubadde tulowooza nti nga minisita wa gavumenti ne byonna bye balina, cameras baziina, intelligence bagiina, yandibadde ng'ajja wano n'annyonnyola nti abantu gundi bakwatibwa bali mu kifo gundi. N'ekyomukisa omubi ate abasingamu obungi be batamanyikiddwa we bali. So ripooti teyambye kuba ekigendererwa kyali kyakumanya abantu lwaki bakwatibwa era baliwa era bali mu mbeera ki. Naye nga bw'owulidde agambyeko bugambi bantu batono nnyo abakwatibwa n'ensonga lwaki bakwatibwa. N'olwekyo ndowooza teyambye. Ekyokubiri, minisita twali tumugamba annyonnyole ku kutooboola ly'eddembe ly'abantu, ekyo takikonyeeko. Kuba omuntu ne bw'aba azzizza omusango ng'agenda kukwatibwa, ssemateeka erina engeri gy'erambikamu omuntu gy'akwatibwamu. Ono amukwata ateekwa okweyanjula. Ekyokubiri, n'annyonnyola mu lulimi lw'ategeera lwaki agenda kukwatibwa. Ekyokusatu, n'atwalibwa mu kifo ekimanyikiddwa. Ekyokuna, ne bategeezaako famire ye, balooya be, abasawo be, ebyo byonna tebikolebwa. Kati ate minisita bwe tumubuuzizza n'agamba kituufu waliwo okuva mu b'ofiisaazi baffe abasukka bwe bandibadde bakoma, naye bwe kibeerawo tubavunaana. Tatubuulidde bameka be baakavunaana, tatuwadde kumanya bavunaaniddwa abasusse we bakoma. Naye ekyomukisa omulungi nti ensonga eno sipiika yagisindika mu kakiiko k'ebyeddembe aka palamenti. Minisita bye yeepenye wano ku fulo tujja bimubuuza mu kakiiko, era palamenti ejja kufuna omukisa okubaganya ebirowoozo ku ripooti enaaba evudde mu kakiiko.